Let's move on to the fourth pick. That's where Kayvon Thibodeaux is the favorite at plus 325. A little bit ahead of Sauce Gardner. I think that most people would think Gardner here. Again, nobody knows where the ceiling for Thibodeaux is. Nobody knows where the floor is.
Right.
And that floor is going to be fascinating. He's the guy that could just drop. And I don't know whether he's out there you know what may be happening? He's been out there doing media, and he's very likable. He's very good. And I wonder if people, because you never know what motivates folks to make a bet. I wonder if people see him on TV somewhere and say, I like that guy. I'm going to go bet on him to be drafted sooner than expected.
No doubt. I think that plays. He's gregarious. He even said that. He's got a personality that way. It's also the same thing that's turned him off to a number of teams because they just go, I've heard it. And again, I'm not saying this, just rumors that are out there. It's just the things you hear from people that, that I do trust. He's worried about a lot of other things too, other than football. So that's, again, this is one where I don't buy Kayvon Thibodeaux here at all. If it fell this way, first off, again, like we're just talking about where we went offensive line, Jacksonville, defensive line, Aiden Hutchinson to Detroit, offensive line to the Texans. I would have thought 4 at Jets would have been Sauce Gardner all day long. But now, again, here we are at 4, and you'd go, wait, this plays out to where Trayvon Walker could be there. Well, and the Jets have a need at pass rusher. So to me, again, that's going to be interesting to see where that goes. But I would think if Trayvon Walker wasn't on the board and no Aiden Hutchinson, I would think the Jets, it becomes a Sauce Gardner, Jermaine Johnson from Florida State conversation. Jermaine Johnson's the guy he is not going to get out of the top 10. He is too good of a football player. People, I think in the media, are not quite seeing him the way the rest of the NFL is. That would just be my 2 cents there. But the Jets, they should be able to get what they want and what they really need to help their team there at 4 in that defense.
And they've got the benefit of having 2 first-round picks, 2 top 10 picks. They could go defense one, offense the other, and try to balance out their team that way. The Jets have, though, in my mind, continued to be in this trap of building their team from the outside in, not the inside out. It dates back to signing Le'Veon Bell in free agency. That was a pre-Joe Douglas move, and that sealed the fate of Mike McCagnon, frankly. You don't go out and add these pieces that make your offense go until you have the line to make your offense go, and you need the defensive line. The 2 times we've seen the Giants, the other team in New York, be actually worth a crap in recent years. They've had a great offensive line and a great defensive line. So if the Jets intend on contending, and they've got this benefit of those 2 first-round picks in the top 10, go defense one, offense for the other, and they may have a guy like Trayvon Walker fall into their laps.
That's interesting.
Or Thibodeaux, or who knows?
I know.
Maybe Jermaine Johnson, like you said. Who knows? Or maybe you'll see. Look, we haven't factored in the possibility of a trade, but we know that that's always lingering. It's always going to be there once the picks start. You never know when a team is going to find a taker. Let's say a Trayvon Walker does.
That's where it could get. It's where it could get a little crazy. Agreed.
That's where somebody who says, "Oh, we got to go get this guy," makes the Jets an offer they can't refuse.
No doubt, because if he gets to 4, the price tag to trade up to 4, if you're in the 8, 9 range or somewhere in there, it's not nearly as steep what it would be to go to 1 to 2 to get the guy you love. So that's where I agree. That could open up Pandora's box a little bit if guy like Walker or Hutchinson are on the board at 4 to where there could be some action because teams are going to go, oh, wait, we trade up 3 spots. This was the number 1 player in our draft, and all right, let's do that. So I hear you there. It'd be interesting with the Jets, though. I would expect it to be defense here. I'd be probably a little scared if I wanted a receiver and I wanted Jameson Williams, but I think all in all, they got it. The defense was not good enough last year. You're Robert Saleh. You're a defensive coordinator. They had issues across the board there, and I know they had a lot of injuries that I think they'd got to address it. I expect it to be Sauce or Jermaine Johnson. Those would be the 2 guys I would narrow it down to.
That's a big part of it, too. You got a coach who comes from the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
Most head coaches in today's NFL come from the offensive side of the ball. If your defense isn't good and that's your specialty, at some point you're going to want that major asset to be helping your side of the ball to make you look better doing the thing you did that got you the job in the first place. Because at some point people are going to say, they hired this guy to be the head coach because he's a great defensive coordinator. The defense sucks. So
no doubt,
there's an argument,
exactly
good
right.
argument to be made there too.
Yeah.
But the Jets are in that category where if there is an opportunity to slide back and get more lottery tickets, that's something they have to consider because they need more help to truly contend. I look at the Texans, Jaguars, and Jets. 3 of the teams taking in the top 4 as the 3 teams that just won't contend in the AFC this year. The other 13 each can contend. Those other 3 are going to be kicked to the curb, barring something unexpected, and maybe that unexpected thing is going out and getting a guy who walks through the door and transforms a team
that's right.
in the top 4 selections of the draft.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.